What's going on? Welcome to another coffee break. Here I am. You're going to be seeing the city of Fort Worth in the background. I got a great topic today. We're going to be talking about something that I feel like it can be very helpful to a lot of us. So let me frame myself a little bit better. There we go, man. The title for today is You Can't Skip the Journey, okay? And this is why I'm bringing it up. I had a conversation with a friend and he's doing well for himself. And so a lot of people admire his results, but they never talk to him about the process, right? The journey, the struggle to get to where he is. And sometimes maybe that's how we should think. And so if you find yourself admiring someone else's success and thinking, man, I wish that was me, right? How many of us have said that? But here's the kicker. We want their success, but we ignore the journey. The journey / story, right? Your story is leading somewhere. You don't need to look at someone else's happy ending and ignore the value of your story. What does the story consist of? The grind, the tears, the near quitting moments. And maybe that's why you feel stuck, because success isn't just about results. It's the whole thing. That's what success is. The hopes is that we make a lot of money, we have a lot of freedom, we have the things that we want, but way before you get those things, success already starts happening. The wisdom, the knowledge that we develop starts falling in place, and then it all adds up and it equals the success that people see, admire, and want, but they ignore the journey. And so here's 4 practical principles to own your own story, your own journey. The first one is document your story. Start by writing down what you've been through, good, bad, and everything in between, right? Write the stuff down. Figure out what you've been through, how it's felt, when you went through it. It's all going to come in handy when you begin to share and motivate others and they say, man, I want what you have. You can share with them what you have been through, and not so much what you have in the present, like not what's catching their attention. I hope that, there you go, another Amtrak. Here's the other one. Define your lessons while you're writing down. What has your past failures taught you, right? And here on the Failed Podcast, we all go through failures. And so there's a lot of lessons in them. Until you write them down, you figure out how they've paid off, you really can't know what that is. So take some time and just think about it a little bit. And don't just write, don't just think about it and leave it alone, but go ahead and put some more time into it and study it. Here you go. Number 3. Practice what you've learned. Start applying those lessons. That is the journey, right? What have you applied? What have you learned? And all of us have that. All of us have valuable lessons that you keep to yourself until you begin to share your story. And so even the small actions that your tests have given you, they strengthen who you are. Your journey includes all that stuff. I'm curious to know what most of your journeys look like, right? Even if it was the same, similar end result, the path there for all of us was a little bit different. The lessons, the speed bumps we went over to get there, they're all just a little different. They all relate to each of us in a very specific way. And so I think that's why it's so important to share our stories and our journey, not necessarily just look at the outcome. And so detach from the outcomes is number 4. Success isn't a destination. It's a byproduct. Yet again, learning, failure, time, speed bumps, all this stuff, it leads to what the result's going to be, right? And so focus on being authentic and not to impress. don't think about others. Think about yourself. Don't worry about how others will look at you. What happens there when we're trying to impress, the success that we may have at the moment, all that success may be wasted on belts and clothes and stuff that you really don't need, that will just interfere or kind of halt your progress forward in your journey, right? And so, yeah, be authentic, right? That's it. The day will come when you can have it all. But till then, don't let the things you want come too early, because they could hinder the journey. They might prolong it a little bit. And so here's a little bit of when it gets hard, right? What do? Obviously, we want the success, but it comes at a price. And so you might be saying this, but I'm not seeing results. Whether it be podcasting, starting a business, starting something, and you're like, I've done everything right, and I hope that you can hear me and not so much the instructions on the train. So I'm gonna pause right there. When this gets hard, when the journey gets hard, we say to ourselves, but I'm not seeing results. Results don't show up immediately. It's like watering and seed underground. You gotta trust what's happening in the dark. You gotta trust what's happening in your story, in your journey. And sometimes you can't even see it. You might think it's leading a certain way, but ultimately it is leading another way. And so that's always tough there. And so here's the next one. Okay, I was going to show my pass. I have my pass, and so they were nice enough to let me continue recording. So thank you to Trinity Metro. I'll show her in a minute. Everyone else seems further along. Comparison. Oh man, I can't even tell you. Do not compare. It's such a waste of time. It'll only make you, because we always compare to those that are doing better, right? Not those that are starting off in their journey. And so their story is not your assignment. Their timeline is not your clock. It's their life. You're on your own clock. You're on your own assignment. So own it. Don't compare. Stop comparing. That's all I can say. And here's another one. Here's something else we say. I don't even know where to start. Start with honesty. With one thing you can overcome that someone else might find valuable. One thing. Just be honest. Honest with yourself is hard. Like, yeah, I want to be the best podcaster. I want to be like Joe Rogan. Okay, but honestly, he's a one-off. There's not very many like him. There's thousands of others who maybe aren't signing Spotify $100 million deals that I can kind of use their model and copy. That's more honest with myself. Although, yeah, aim high, make big goals. But why put something up there that you know, it's very, very, very impossible. If you reach these goals, those could lead to that. But that's just that would just be the byproduct of reaching other goals. And so I don't even know where to start. Be honest with yourself. I think that's a pretty good start. And so you don't earn success by skipping steps. You earn it by walking your road. Stumbling a few times, failing a few times, learning the rhythm, and choosing to keep going. That's for you, that's for me. Keep going. Because one day someone's gonna look at your life, at my life, and admire the success, the house, the podcast, the business that we have built, that you have built. And they'll never know the nights that you spent pouring the foundation. But you do. And that's the story. That's where the value is in you taking the steps. Your success, the end of your success cannot happen without you. So be honest, continue to grow, continue to believe in yourself. And I don't have a cup of coffee on me right now, but here you go. I hope you enjoyed this coffee break. Yet again, I want to remind y'all, at no cost, just click the subscribe button, share this with someone, leave a comment wherever you hear this, whether it be on YouTube or any on the audio experience. And y'all have a good one. Thank you.